What's up, guys? It's Mike with Shallow Reef and coming back at you with another video. And today we're going to be doing a update on the Coral Amino from Brightwell Aquatics, and we're going to look at the results. So what I'm going to do is kind of go over a couple things that I've noticed with my tank and a couple things that I know you can't take into consideration with this because I didn't take the pictures, plus I did some stupid stuff. So first off, I started dosing the Brightwell back on 10/6. So October 6th, I stopped dosing it right before Thanksgiving because I kind of ran out of it because I got the smaller bottle. And I really do like the product, the Coral Amino. One of the things I noticed was that I really don't like spot feeding. I hate getting in there, hate dropping the coral aminos over top of the corals when they're deep down. When they're superficial up on that frag rack there, perfect, no problems, super easy. But for me, I'm more of like a broadcast feeder, and to get down in there and wash it with, RDI water, the syringe and everything, kind of got to be a little annoying at some times. So near the end I started broadcast feeding. Now the corals I'm going to show are all the ones I did not dip in that hydrogen peroxide. So as you know, if you watched the last video, I had some hair algae, like just very, very minor. And I was like, oh, well, I saw BRS did something about hydrogen peroxide for hair algae. So I dipped it, and some of the corals did not like it, particularly the SPS. So what I'm going to show is a bunch of pictures on the corals that actually weren't dipped in the hydrogen peroxide, and you're going to see the coloration. And it's kind of night and day on some of the corals. One or two, there might be some difference, but they're not noticeable, but a lot of them you're going to see some big differences. Now as far as the alkalinity, I didn't up my alkalinity dosage at all since then, but I actually had to up my calcium dosage by 10 milliliters a day because my corals were calcifying faster. And just anecdotally, you can kind of see down here in this area, these corals have all been fragged, and my frag tank is full of all the Euphilia because the Euphilia seem to love it. I mean, just absolutely loved all the extra amino acids in the water on top of having the Reef Chili provided to them more consistently. So I'm going to throw up those pictures and then tell me what you think. I forgot to mention that the top picture that is taken is the after picture. That's after about a month and a half of dosing. The bottom picture is the baseline, so the start of it. So if you look at the top, that's the after dosing Coral Amino for a month and a half, and then the bottom is the before picture. So as you can see, there's huge differences in some of the corals. The coloration has looked so much better on those corals. Now, look at all that Euphilia in this tank. I had to frag all that Euphilia out of my main display tank and put it over here. I'm not equating it at all to the, aminos that I dosed from Brightwell, but I wish I would have taken pictures of the octospawn and frog spawn and hammer, because good gosh, those things like kind of took off. Also, my Montipora just recently took off. Let's see if you can see it. That thing is giant. That's my hand in comparison to it. So it's about a dinner plate size. I mean, it's rocking it right now. But I would say that, Brightwell Aminos definitely do what they're supposed to do. The job is very much, complete with what they've done. Really like the coral coloration. Really like, adding those aminos in, getting in touch with the tank. Don't really like dipping all the way down far deep into the tank and having to wash it every time. I'm sure if you got Julian Sprone's, thing or whatever it's called, it would be easier to dose. But pretty happy overall. So what I'm going to do is I would continue this on, but I'm going to stop dosing the aminos right now because I'll swing back over to the tank you kind of noticed how this tank looks pretty good, but you see right there, a little bit of hair algae here and there. So I'm going to not dose the aminos anymore for a bit until I get the hair algae under control. And that hair algae kind of popped up in here just because I was like overdosing on the part C is what I think. I probably just threw all of my parameters out of whack. But I'm going to start a new series on the Vibrant and kind of document my progress with it. But once I get done with that, you know I'm going to be buying some more coral, Brightwell Coral Amino, because, I mean, the coloration is just excellent on these corals. So, until next time, I'll see you guys later.